Hello, my name is Benjamin Z. Miller. And today I am going to answer the question. Someone wants to know about mezzanine financing in multifamily. So they're curious about how that works. What is mezzanine financing in multifamily? Well, good question. I will give an example to answer what mezzanine financing is, and then I'll discuss it just briefly. So let's take an example of a general partner or a sponsor, or let's just call them a buyer that wants to purchase a multifamily property. Let's say that in this example, the cost of the multifamily property is 10 million. 10 million is the cost. And let's say that the buyer goes and talks to a lender, a mortgage lender, and the mortgage lender looks at everything and agrees to loan 7 million. So the lender will loan 70% of the value at, for example, 6% rate of interest. So the buyer now needs to contribute a 3 million down payment because the sales price is 10 million. They've obtained a loan commitment for 7 million, and they still need to put 3 million in as a down payment. Let's now assume that the buyer wants to find a way to reduce the down payment even further. Maybe they don't want to put in 3 million. Maybe they only want to put in some lesser amount. They might be able to accomplish this with mezzanine financing. The buyer of the apartment community would approach a mezzanine lender, and they would show them the information on the first lien loan, the terms that they have gotten already. And they would show them all of this information, and they would agree to assign their interest in the limited liability company that is going to take title to the asset. So there would normally be a new limited liability company that's formed to take legal ownership of the asset, and the buyer, to make the example simple, let's pretend the buyer owns 100% of the LLC. So the buyer has it structured this way initially, but they want to get down to a lower amount of cash. So the buyer works out a deal with a mezzanine firm, a lender, that agrees to provide 1.5 million towards the down payment. So this mezzanine firm or lender now has a preferred position in the limited liability company that will take title to the new asset. And this lender, this mezzanine firm